one is I'm gonna sleep when I die. And number two is you can pay your way into fame. And that's why I always tell people, man, don't pay for promotion. Don't, because I'm gonna tell y'all how. Why not to? All right. Let's say you go to an influencer's account or somebody who has a large following, right? Mm-hmm. It may look like it's a large following, but a lot of times people buy accounts. A lot of times they make these fake accounts and just follow them. All right. A lot of people don't understand that. Mm-hmm. All right. So that's the first thing. Let's say you come across somebody with 100,000 followers. And so they say, hey, we're doing a special deal. Give us $100. Your post will stay up in our story for 24 hours and on our page for like 2 days. Okay, you give them the $100. 9 times out of 10, when you go on a person's story and you see an advertisement, we click past it anyway. We're not giving it a second thought. We don't care. Okay, so you just wasted that $100 for what? For nothing. Okay. Now, for the ones out there, well, Kyndra, I'm not hurting for the money. Don't bother me. Well, doggone it, give it to me. I'm a broke college kid, okay? I still look at Section 8 over here. I need the money. Hell, back to the story. But again, like I said, I tell people when you're going after your dreams, don't prostitute yourself and do not try to pay your way into fame, okay? Because of the fact that it's not going to be worth. You're going to really regret it. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how convincing it sounds. Do not do it at all. Because I'm telling you, man, one day you're going to wake up. You might be getting a rectal exam from the doctor. And they're asking you, ma'am or sir, why is your booty hole so wide that we can hear an echo? What were you doing in your past life? You don't want to go back down that hole. So I always tell people that. The end.
I have to ask real quick as well. You said you're a college student. Do you mind me asking what you study?
You can listen. Let me tell. I always tell people, you don't have to say, "Do you mind?" I am good. I know that's the proper way. But listen, you can ask me whatever you want. I do not know who shot Tupac. I really don't. Okay, that's the only thing I don't know. But I am at Clark Atlanta University, HBCU, and I am it's my last year. I will, God willing, be graduating in May, so I could throw up the middle fingers and, everything. But my degree is in bachelor's in mass communications with a concentration in radio, television, and film. Okay. And so my goal is to have my own radio and television show, nationally syndicated. All right. And when I make it, you all are definitely welcome to come on. If you are living in the US of A, by then, I will, fly you out. If you're not, I'll fly you out from Ireland. Come on over here, put you in a nice hotel. But make sure y'all good. Bring some bed bug spray still, because these hotels still be tripping. These 5-star hotels be tripping. Come on, now they are overworking Maria and Esmeralda. Okay, you think that they're gonna really be trying to worry about the little key details? Come on now, you stay woke now. Stay woke.
I actually want to ask this question is more related to your comedy journey. So what would you say are any regrets and accomplishments that you have from your journey as a comedian?
Any regrets? I can't say I have any regrets that I can think of or so. I don't think I have any regrets. Not in comedy, maybe in real life. Dealing with peanut head boys I wasn't supposed to probably be dealing with, But accomplishment is just me getting to that point where I'm like, I am now, because I'm an interviewer as well, right? So I told myself, I started interviewing different singers that were popular at one point in time for a couple of years. Jay Holiday.
Oh, I never heard.
Yeah, these are well, I guess they're somewhat not like famous. They're famous, but not like, there's a difference between Beyonce famous and I guess somebody who not a local, but someone who's pretty well known in the US of A in a way. But that's an accomplishment right there, being able to get certain people that kind of grew up listening to and had a few songs on the radio. Another accomplishment is deciding to really go after my dreams and taking the time out of my day to try to make that happen. Like being able to I tell myself, all right, each week I'm gonna have 10 podcasts a week, right? Sometimes I have 20 or 30 podcasts in a week to like, I'm like out there getting my name out there. That's an accomplishment right there, because I realize you can do whatever you want to do if you put your mind to it.
Yeah.
You know,
period.
And
Real hustle.
and you people can't, they want to sit here and make an excuse as to why they're not successful or whatever else it may be. I mean, you're not successful because of you. Stop trying to play the blame game that this person is going, you know, if it wasn't for my mom, or I didn't have a good head start in my life, or whatever else the reasoning may be. It's because of you, you know?
I see. I gotta ask as well. You were talking about like studying other comedians. Is there anyone you'd like look up to? You're inspired by a lot.
Well, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys my top 5 favorite comedians, and I'll tell you the one comedian out of everybody who I'm trying to magnify my life after. All right, my top 5, and I'm excluding Richard Pryor, Dave Chappelle, and Kevin Hart. Even though Kevin Hart is not funny to me, Cat Williams is funnier. And on top of that, when you start wearing dresses, you sold out. Okay. Back to the story. So my top 5, number 1, Arnaz J. For the ones that don't know Arnaz J, go on Def Comedy Jam. Type on YouTube Def Comedy Jam, Arnaz J. Man is amazing. Number 2 is Chris Rock. 3, Cedric the Entertainer. Number 4, his name is Carlos Miller. Carlos Miller is from... okay, cool.
He is so funny. He's so funny.
Man's amazing. And number 5, Steve Harvey. Now... Steve Harvey, out of everybody, is the person I'm trying to emulate my life in with like certain things. Like, for example, Steve has been popping since like the 90s. Like, he had Showtime at the Apollo, his own sitcom show. We go into the 2000s. He ended up having his of course, he had the daytime TV show along with his radio show, his book that got turned into a movie. Like, Steve is what I'm trying to do. His life goals, what he has accomplished, is where I'm trying to get to.
Okay. And you mentioned before that you're a final year student. So like, how do you balance your how do you balance being a student with being a comedian at the same time?
So I realized, like, I mean, it's taking me so long to get out of school, because I'm like, bro, like, can y'all just hand me my degree now? Like, I don't need all this extra mess. Like, you know, how do I balance it? I balance it by making sure that, number 1, school comes first, no matter what. And I think what people fail to realize is, as adults, we all have certain responsibilities that we need to, you know, make happen and everything else. So I really wish that if you take a hiatus, a 2-month hiatus, that you wouldn't lose your followers. But they don't care about that. They don't care what you have going on. But I have to realize, okay, the true followers will stay, and those other ones are just temporary. They'll come back, you know, eventually. But I say, okay, school is always first, so I can hurry up and get this degree, because I don't want to continue working at where I'm working at, you know. I work at the airport, which is cool. You know, I have, you know, so many different people I see on a regular, random people I meet. I give them my face, my whole information, all my social media information and everything else. And hopefully they check me out and stuff like that. But as far as we're balancing it, because we're online, which is great, because I mean, I look at it like this: we can all pass together when we're online versus in the class. I mean, I know for a fact I would have failed my accounting class last year if I would have taken it in school. I know. So I'm like, you know what? To glory be to God. God be the glory. I love it. Love it. So yeah, I'm balancing it out pretty well, where I still, and I'm not on social media all day. I don't get with this whole thing. I have a problem when I come across adults who like to be on social media all day. I'm like, bro, you don't have a book that you can read. You don't have a woman to go entertain.
you.